Caballero, damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen, bienvenidos a Vida en Cero Gravedad. Yasmin.
Hola.
Otra vez. She's back. We're back. We're in beautiful Temple, Texas, right?
Yes.
Scenic Temple, Texas.
See.
See. And what did we just? So I guess we might as well rate this while it's fresh in our minds. We just saw The Amazing Maurice, right? The movie. I don't know where she's going. She's coming back. Okay. We just saw The Amazing Maurice. How many Zeus slaps would you give that out of 11? Would you say? How many Zeus slaps?
7.95.
7.95 Zeus slaps? That's very specific. That's funny. I was thinking like 7 also. I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good.
Not as good as some of the movies I've seen.
Not as good as some of them, right? But better than some too?
Yeah.
What's like the worst movie you've seen? I feel like when you're a kid, you like most movies.
Yeah. But, like, like there's a lot of series of movies.
Yeah.
And some of them, they just, like, edit it so much and change the animation style. Like, I don't like when they do that.
It gets kind of old, huh?
Yeah.
What's one where they did that, you feel like?
There's, like, a new, like, Hotel Transylvania that came out. And they, like, changed all of the characters. And then the enemy became Dracula's wife for some reason. And
Dracula's wife?
Yeah, and then he turned into a human, and then Johnny, who's a human, he turned into a monster, and they just edited it so much, so I didn't like it.
Yeah, that's weird.
That was...
Well, spoiler alert if you haven't seen that. But they mess with it too much, huh? They mess with the formula.
It's on Prime, Amazon Prime.
Where would you
Prime
give
Video.
that? How many Zeus slaps?
3.1.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a movie when I was a kid. It looks like we're dealing with hotel Wi-Fi right now, so hopefully it froze up a little bit, but I think it'll come back. Hotel Wi-Fi is not the strongest Wi-Fi in the world. Oh no! It came back. That's what you get. You were messing around thinking it was frozen.
No.
That's what you get. Hotel Wi-Fi. No! Oh yeah, it's messing with it. It's like choppy. It's probably someone messing with the Wi-Fi right now.
Hello. Why are they messing?
Hello.
They messing up.
Hello, governor.
Hello.
So yeah, Amazing Maurice. It's like a British movie. I don't know. You could tell that, right? It's like an English movie. Well, English makes it confusing. It's a British movie, because if I say it's an English movie, that sounds like it's just in English. But this movie was clearly made... If it wasn't made in Britain, it had to be, because it was Sky and all that. It had to be made in Britain. But anyway, I don't really know that. You could look it up for yourself if you really care about the minutiae of a children's movie, you know? So, indeed.
You guys, it glitched.
No, it didn't glitch. It's going strong.
No,
right now.
you have to pretend like it glitched. Cut this part out. Nobody heard that.
We got you. It didn't glitch that time. We just tricked you. Did it glitch again? No, it didn't. I tricked you.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if it'll actually glitch on the show, or if that's just going to be one of those things where it like kind of messes up. I'm on the road, so there might be technical difficulties. You know, I'm in Texas. I'm in the boondocks of Texas.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, there might be technical difficulties. That's what I should call this episode.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you see this? I got my peace sign outfit.
Peace. Well, how's your birthday going? We're still celebrating. Your birthday was Wednesday.
Wednesday.
But we're still celebrating. Birthday month.
Sorry.
Also, your birthday's the first day of Black History Month. Did you ever realize that?
Yeah, a lot of movies came out on my birthday. Like Wakanda Forever came out on Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney was... That's on purpose. They did that on purpose, most definitely. Disney Plus. But have you seen that movie?
Mm-hmm. But I fell asleep halfway through it.
So you didn't like finish it?
But there's this one part. It was like the water people. They were like doing this chant or something. Just like.
Did you like the movie?
It was scary.
It was scary.
I don't like how the pressure of the water was so. There's so much pressure on the water that it will break every bone in your body.
The pressure of the water, man. It's too much pressure, huh?
Yeah.
I liked it. New Jack was talking about it last time, but I thought it was cool. And this is entertaining visuals. Now you can see us. This is what we're really like. And I got my hair cut, changed it up, changing the game a little. I don't know what's going on with this side right now. There we go. It says to fix your hair. That's the first thing it says before you get on video chat. You remember, you dried out my brain.
No, I didn't dry out your brain.
What were you saying? You remember one time that you dried out my brain? You remember that? It just happened.
Ew. No. I mean, yeah, that did happen. But I remember there's this one time.
My hair looks so slick right
and I forgot what I was going to say.
You remember what? You don't remember?
I remember when I
lost my mind. Sometimes I just decide to really go for it singing wise. I don't know why. I'm just gonna put maximum effort into this. That wasn't quite maximum, but I mean there's no need to go that hard. I remember when I lost my mind. Bless your soul. Sometimes I like to purposely make bad notes too. Bless your soul.
Hey, you guys, watch this. I'm the star.
Oh yeah, you can check this. Actually, that is entertaining. She does handstands. One day she did what's the most handstands you think you did in a day?
Probably 200 plus.
200 plus. So one of these days she was doing that all week, doing probably at least 100, maybe 200 in a day. Probably closer to 200. That might even be a low guess. Bunch of handstands like that. And she was wondering why her chest was hurting. And it took me a second to think about it because I just got, I got used to her doing handstands. So I kind of I don't want to say I phased it out, but I was well, I didn't really think much of it, But then when I really thought about it, I was oh yeah, anybody's chest would hurt from doing 200 handstands in a day, So I told you. Remember, I said maybe do a little less handstands for a day or so. Let yourself heal. Yeah, she likes to dance. I don't mind it though. Actually, this is perfect for this because we need more entertaining visuals.
Yes,
I mean, I can only be this handsome for so long, It's not really.
Stop it.
I mean, the audience loves it, I'm sure, but you just want to stare at someone for an hour? I don't think so. So, might as well add some entertaining elements
GT Live,
to it.
if you're watching this,
GT Live.
I love all your videos.
You still watch GT Live?
No, but I still love all their videos.
How come you don't watch it?
I don't. I remember I used to always put on, don't close your eyes or don't go to sleep or something. Or what was it?
I don't remember the names of them.
But I used to always put one on, and I thought it was so funny.
I used to. So the reason why I started watching those videos, well, one, I thought you'd find them entertaining, but I thought they could be educational, the game theory videos. But then You know, being the digital generation that you are, you found the GT Live, which is just watching them play games, which is not nearly as educational. So it kind of defeated the purpose. I was like, all right, well, that's fine, I guess. And then it's these like hour-long streams of them just playing games. The game theory's cool because they use like science to figure things out. You know, like what did they found out that Mario was actually faster than Sonic by using science to measure. You know, I guess science and math to like measure the distance and find the speed of the two. So. They determined that Mario is actually faster than Sonic in the games. Spoiler alert if you've never seen that video. But like stuff like that was cool because it's like, well, she's learning. You know, it's educational. But some of the GT Live stuff is just like, oh yeah, we're gonna play Five Nights at Freddy's. It's Scary Games Friday. Nothing wrong with that, but I was just like, oh man, I guess we've lost the educational element of it. You know, with those. Yeah, I don't know if they still do the game theory videos. I think they do, right? She's acting like she's glitched, but see, that doesn't work when I'm still talking. Like, I'm still talking, so it doesn't seem... People know that it's not actually glitched. My muscle looks like kind of massive right there. Check these guns.
Stop it.
This is Dennis Schroeder of your Los Angeles Lakers. Got my Lakers jersey. Or not jersey, it's just a shirt, I guess. You got peace, I got the Lakers. Peace, love, and Lakers.
This had to get on
I
the
see
bar.
you. Be careful, please.
Okay.
I don't want you to get hurt. I'm sure you'll be fine though, but
I will get hurt.
it's the parent in me where I have to say be careful. It's almost useless to say that because it's not like the kid's gonna try to get hurt, you know? If I tell you like, oh, be careful, like to be careful. You're not going to try to get hurt. And if I just blurt out, be careful, that could actually startle you, and then you might actually get hurt, ironically. So, yeah, probably not the best thing to do as a parent. How many Zeus slaps would you give that parenting? I'm just kidding.
You're the best parent. 10, no, 11.
Thank you. I didn't tell her to say that.
Yes.
I try my best.
I am not a paid actor. I'm just an actor.
She's not a paid actor. Yes. You're welcome.
Walks away like clean.
I thought, you know what, that's pretty cool. So she's in, when I was a kid, I was in something called GATE, which was gifted and talented education, right? That's what it was called when I was a kid. And it might be different because she's in Texas and I was in California. But you're in GT. What does GT stand for? Do you know?
Gifted and talented.
Oh, does it really? So it's the same thing. They just like...
Yeah, but like GT, they just put like the and sign instead of putting an A.
So G and T.
Hey, oh no, it's
froze. I think you should probably get closer to the mic too, so that people can actually hear you. Because like, normally you're pretty quiet as it is.
Yeah, I'm quiet.
Yeah, like that. No, don't. 0 slaps. I'm just kidding.
No, I'll make it 1 slap.
No. I'm just kidding. I didn't really slap her. Let's see if we could WWE it.
Oh.
WWE.
Oh.
That's how they do it.
Oh.
They like stomp on the canvas.
Yeah, or you know what they also do? They go like this, like when they're punching somebody, they like hit their chest or something. So it makes a sound. Stop.
Spoiler alert, WWE fans. Spoiler alert.
Sorry about that.
I remember when it was WWF and then they got their name jacked by some animals, like some losers. Now it's the World Wildlife Foundation. I guess they're the top of the food chain. I guess wrestlers are below animals on the food chain. Makes sense. I'm just playing. Who knew, right? So what you get for your birthday? You should tell people. I want you to rate your birthday too.
My birthday?
Yeah, come back. You're too far. People can't hear you from that
But
far
we
away.
didn't do a lot for my actual. I mean, I'm not saying.
Well, it was on a Wednesday. So.
I know, and we got iced out.
Iced out. You told me you wanted me to ice you out.
What?
You told me you were icy. I guess.
You know that guy. He's like popping into the camera, and like there's usually 3 question marks, and he's like,
Yeah, I forget who that is. It looks like Nick Young, but I don't think it is Nick Young. I forget who that guy is. Ah, my brain dry.
no, he was hurt in the processing of this video.
I'm not trying to pay this coffee company, so I drink it off screen. I'm not trying to get in trouble. But anyway. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get off the screen. No! No, I don't think they would care, honestly. But I realize I should probably be smarter. I don't even know if I should have this Lakers gear on, but oh well.
I don't know if I should.
You're welcome, Lakers. You're welcome.
Ugh.
We're gonna talk about the Lakers on the sports segment, honestly, because there's some chatter to be heard. Actually, the Lakers are playing soon, so we'll see. LeBron probably gonna break. I mean, he is. It would be shocking if he somehow didn't break Kareem's scoring record at this point, but we'll get into that later.
Satisfied coffee.
She's drinking coffee. I don't think she understands that you probably can't hear her that well when she's like running around the room and she's like far away.
All
So,
right.
there she is.
You guys can't see the coffee because
Now she's being a good guest. ASMR coffee drinking. ASMR. I'm in a luxury suite at the Super 8. No, Super 8 actually ain't that bad. I feel like it gets a bad rap. But you get like a breakfast, you know? This is a decent sized room for how cheap it is. Not too bad. Get a bathtub. Some hotels you don't get a bathtub, you just get a shower. I didn't know that until like pretty recently. And don't stay at a European style hotel. When they say European style, do you know what that means? It means that there's one restroom and shower on each floor. Like, you don't have one in your room, so you have to just share with the rest of the people.
you guys can't see my face right now because I'm drinking the coffee, but like.
She may or may not be drinking coffee. I'm just kidding. That's crazy, right? I didn't know that. I took D there for our anniversary once, and it was just like, what? I didn't know what European style meant. Doesn't it sound like fancy almost? European style. Mm-hmm. It's not fancy. It's the opposite. It's actually the opposite. And I didn't mind it as much as she did, but I mean, you know. I feel like girls are definitely not as down for that. For guys, it's not as... Did you show the coffee?
I showed the lid.
Don't sue us, please. Please. Corporate overlords, please.
We'll subscribe to you.
Zuck.
We'll follow you on Twitter.
Zuck, it was Sweet Baby Ray's, I promise. Oh, no, I said Sweet Baby. No, I think you can say... I don't know the rules. It may or may not have been Sweet Baby Ray's. It's pending approval. There, I think we're covered. She drinks Sweet Baby Ray's. Barbecue sauce. She guzzles it. That's what's in the cup.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah. So, ergo. So how was your birthday? You were kind of getting into it, but then you got distracted. Maybe they accidentally put caffeine in that coffee.
I don't even need caffeine.
She's bouncing off the walls. Almost literally bouncing off the walls.
The same if I drank caffeine.
I brought you this
I would be in the
chair
bathroom for 20
so you
minutes.
could sit with me so people could see your pretty face.
Oh. My pretty face.
You're like, oh! Right as I was saying her pretty face. Like, actually, she started doing that right before I was about to say it.
I got them eye bags.
You checking yourself out? So how was your birthday? You said you didn't do much on your actual birthday, right?
Yeah, because we were iced in, and then there was this tree that fell over in the neighborhood.
Iced in or iced
Like,
out?
right.
Did you have bling on inside?
Reminds me of that one guy. He got like a 24 million diamond implanted into his scalp.
A $24 million diamond?
No, wait, not his scalp, his forehead.
Are you sure? A $24 million diamond? That doesn't seem possible.
I don't know. It had 24 in it.
Okay, maybe it's 24 carats or something.
Oh.
Or something like gold was with it. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just saying,
But it was right
it would be
here.
pretty shocking if someone that dumb was able to afford a $24 million diamond. I'm just kidding. But no, I mean, it's not really a smart move, honestly. I guess it's not the worst move, though. It's, you know what? It's not the worst move. It's not the worst move because it's temporary. You could take the diamond out, you know. It's not. I think it's better than getting a tattoo on your forehead. Slightly.
Somebody.
Yeah, should I get an eye
Somebody
here?
got the Disney font, but they only put like DIS, and then they put it on their knees, so it's Disney.
That's silly. That's a little cheesy, kind of a dad joke, huh? Do you like dad jokes?
Yeah.
Just my
I
jokes?
have one.
Tell us your dad joke.
I like telling dad jokes. Sometimes he laughs.
That's a dad joke.
It's a double dad joke.
It's double dad joke. It's like Inception or something. Double dad joke. The deeper you go, the more layers you pull back, the more dad jokes there are. I don't know what's going on there. So what'd you do on your actual birthday?
I ate ice cream. I went out into the snow and got some icicles from the trees and then put them in the freezer, and now they're just in the freezer.
So did you stay inside most of the day?
Yeah. Well, actually, I went out a lot because I like the ice, but
Did you slip?
no, actually.
That's good.
I've gotten better at not slipping, mostly because the parent was out there with me.
Is there a lot of is there like a lot of ice here? Like, is there ice every year?
Yeah, for the past 3 years, it's always been freezing around my birthday.
That makes sense. It's still like winter technically.
Yeah, but why does it happen on the end of winter?
I don't know.
Oh, that one guy.
That's just when you were supposed to be born, I guess.
Okay.
Are you acting out memes?
Yeah. Oh, I can't act out the Doge meme.
Why? Is that the Doge meme?
Well, I don't look like a dog because I'm just so beautiful.
You're just a human. Okay, you're confident. I like the confidence. You're welcome.
No one wants to hear your motorcycle.
No one wants to hear that.
Shut
All
it.
right, cool. We get it. You're a loser. Just kidding. That's the kid-friendly version. I would say
No,
something not kid-friendly if you weren't here.
Somebody
Somebody what?
Somebody slapped you in the face. No. Okay.
I didn't really slap her. She's kidding. Ah, we got you.
No kids were. Oh, kids, stop. Okay. But anyways, there's this video, and it's how people expect to react to their motorcycles at 3 a.m, and they're clapping. They're like, "Wow!"
Knowing Zuck, I'm gonna get demonetized for the fake slaps.
Hey, you guys. If we get demonetized, you're just jealous.
You're just
Because,
hating on us.
This
'cause
man
look-
right here, he is famous. His songs play on the radio, and he's my dad.
What can I say? It's because I have such a supportive and amazing daughter. And happy birthday from the Life in Zero Gravity Godcast, by the way.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. I know, like, your birthday was a few days ago, but I did talk to you on your birthday. I thought about coming out on your birthday, but it didn't really make sense, because if I would have known you were going to be off school, but nobody could predict that it was going to get snowed out, or snowed in, whatever the term is.
Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all.
Y'all don't want to listen. They do want to listen. Well, to be fair, I don't think people want to listen to... I don't think they want to hear that too much, but I'm sure they would love to hear you speak.
I'll dance with my... Oh!
I'll dance with my hands.
No kids were harmed during the...
No kids were harmed.
No! You scared me. I thought you were about to fall over. So I was like, whee!
I'm not going to fall over.
You guys?
Not I.
No. You know what? Alright. I got into, like... Okay, so... At school, my friend, she's like, you know when you line up? My friend, she was, like, taking me, like, with her, so we could both sit in the line together. And then there's this kid. I'm not going to say his name. Well, I mean, I could, but, like,
It's up to you.
I'm a good person, okay? There's one of the boys in my class, and stop it!
Don't worry about that. It'll capture it. It's just,
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
So, there's one of the boys in my class. He was just playing around, and then he hit me on the arm like that, but like 1,000 times harder. And I had like a bruise there. I don't know if you could still see it.
He bruised your arm?
Yeah. I don't know if you can still see it. Can you guys see it?
And where does he live? I'm just kidding.
Actually, they like give you like whenever they send in your progress reports, they give you like your whole address printed on there.
So you could find him.
Also, we also found his house on Google Maps.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
What, you really did?
Well, my friend did, and then she's like, "Hey, everybody, I found Steven's house."
It's okay. No one knows who you're talking
All right.
about other than you and, I guess, your friends.
All right.
Well, he hit you. I mean, like, you know, he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, but then he started like laughing about it. He was like, and then I started crying because it hurt like really bad. Or it's like right here, actually.
He's still there?
No.
Why did he do that?
I don't know. He's like playing around. He's like, and hit me
no.
super hard. So I started crying, and then he just looked at me like, cry baby. So we're going back to the classroom. I was just like holding on my arm with an ice pack so like it wouldn't get even more bruised, because there's already a bruise there, but I was like wearing a long sleeve so he couldn't see it. But anyways, we went back to the classroom, and then he was like threatening Dania because she was the one who like told the teacher, and then she just took me with her because I was crying, so I couldn't really talk because I was crying. So yeah, anyways, he was like trying to threaten Dania by like trying to hit her in the back of the head.
Oh, wow.
And then my teacher, he like walked, or he was like standing there as everybody was going back into the classroom in a line, and then he's like, "Steven, come outside with me." Then we shut the door, and then a few minutes later his face came in, there's tears down his cheek, and his face was all red. So then they asked me and Dania to come outside with the teacher. And then he said, "Okay, so tell me everything that happened." And then we told him everything that happened. And we went back into the classroom. And then he was like he was telling everybody what happened, but he was probably like mixing it up because he always does that. Like whenever something happens to him, like he'll always like say that it's like way worse than what it actually was. So they all looked at me once I came back into the classroom, and they're like, I was like, "What? What did I do? I didn't do anything." Normal day at school.
That's annoying. I don't know. Did he get in trouble?
He said one more time, and you get suspended.
Oh wow.
Because that's like the number one violation
What is?
in the rule
Hitting
is
people?
keeping your hands to yourself. Yeah, and threatening people.
Have you ever been suspended?
No.
I didn't think so. Did mommy ever get suspended? Or you might not know. I was asking if mommy ever got suspended. You don't know? I got suspended, but not till later.
I never get suspended.
Well, the reason why, usually why I would get suspended was for fighting back. Somebody trying to fight me.
What? That's defense.
Yeah, but you still get suspended
That's like
sometimes.
a good thing to have.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I understand why
'Cause,
they would suspend me.
I'd probably get suspended too if I fought back, so.
It's probably because I would win. So
remember
if you
you
do more
told me.
if you do more damage, it looks, even if you didn't start the fight, sometimes it could look worse. I guess the air came on. That's
That
weird.
scared me so bad.
That's actually kind of annoying. Thanks, air.
Oh, yeah, I can blow air too.
You airhead. Airheads.
Hi.
But yeah, so I got suspended for that. It's usually why I would get suspended. No big deal.
Can I sponsor you?
You want to sponsor me?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Okay, you guys. Like, look at this shirt.
Zero grab.
Do you see this
Beep,
shirt?
beep, 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 beep.
It has Zummer on
I
it.
designed this
and
shirt.
Has zero grab. He made it all by himself. He waited so many years.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe.
That's sweet of her. She wears it when I see her a lot of times.
I'm just covering it with this hoodie because it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside.
It's actually not too bad now. It's not as cold as I thought it was going to be. It's actually not that bad today.
Imagine.
I thought it'd be colder. So what'd you get for your birthday? You should tell me your presents. They can't hear you.
Talking about. That's because if they don't know how to hear.
What'd you get for your birthday?
Okay, so I got like a Robux gift card that was $50, and now I have 450 Robux. 4,500 Robux.
That's good.
Stop making songs.
Well, you got
Right.
400. What did you get? How many?
4,500.
How much money is that?
$50.
That's a lot. You got that for your birthday?
And one of my vocabulary words in school is thrifty. And then my friend said, well, Jasmine is not thrifty because she got a $50 Robux gift card. Then,
I don't
yeah.
think that's exactly what that means. If you didn't spend it, you'd be thrifty, but you probably will spend it all.
Yeah, I only... So I used to have 4,500. Now I have 4,100.
Yeah, so you only spent like a couple bucks. So you're being pretty thrifty so far. Yeah, thrifty doesn't... Just because you have a lot of money, you can be thrifty. Actually, a lot of times the people who have a lot of money are thrifty. Like, the guys that are billionaires will be driving the same, like, pickup truck. You know? They'll actually be driving, like... They'll be driving the same car they drove when they didn't have money.
If I be rich, which I am because I'm gonna be successful. So if I'm rich, then...
How rich do you want to be?
I don't want to be too rich because then my friends... Like... But I could use it to see if I have fake friends.
How much money do you want to have?
I want to be a millionaire.
A millionaire?
Yeah.
Not a billionaire?
Which I know will happen.
What about a trillionaire?
I don't think anybody's ever been that before.
I think that some people probably have, or at least been close. but their
Yeah,
wealth
like-
isn't listed. Like some of the people that have like public companies, like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are two of the richest people right now. They usually lately they've both had like $200 billion, so it's not a trillionaire, but that's just publicly listed because some people think that like the families that own the oil in Saudi Arabia, they think those people are trillionaires. That's what they say. No one really knows. There's no way to really know that. Or like there's a historical figure that was once the richest person in the world, Mansa Musa. He was this African king, and he had like just a ridiculous amount of money. He might have been a trillionaire adjusted for inflation. So there's been some people that have had a lot. But yeah, it's possible. But the thing is, when you're a billionaire, it usually means that your company doesn't pay people well. That's how you get to be a billionaire, because you're cutting the. They always say the most controllable expense is labor as a businessman. So they pay people peanuts. Not actual peanuts, but like very little amounts of money. Where that's how they have so much money, because they keep
Wait, is that
the
what
money
that
for
means?
themselves.
I thought people actually pay people peanuts.
That would be terrible, right? Unless you're an elephant, I guess, then you'd be like, "Oh, this job pays me peanuts." You'd probably be cool with it, right? Probably
Yeah, I
mice
remember-
like peanut butter. They'd probably be cool with it.
Yeah, I heard that cheese is actually bad for like rats and mice
I could see that being true,
because,
but they like peanut butter.
yeah, because did you know that carrots are also bad for bunnies, so they have to eat their own poop.
Oh, that's interesting. I think they usually, like, if you actually have a bunny, you feed it like lettuce, right?
Hey, watch this.
What did you feed your bunny?
Huh?
What did you feed your
It
bunny?
was like these like leaves that smelled like tomato soup.
Okay, so it's kind of like
How you
Cabbage.
move this thing?
What are you trying to do? No. What are you trying to do? I moved it over here
I'm eating
so
bread.
you could sit, so you could be comfortable.
Yay, comfortable.
But you keep like you're not sitting in the chair. You're not. You're not sitting in the
It's
chair.
probably one of the most annoying podcasts.
Probably
ever.
it is. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna like make a video about this and just like
reaction
keep
video?
replaying it.
Try not to cringe
Yeah.
challenge. Too late.
No, they're gonna make the thumbnail of us crying, and then it's gonna be like just reacting to us crying.
I challenge you all to a try not to send money challenge. They're gonna send money. That's gonna get them to send money. Try not to buy merch challenge. They're gonna buy merch.
Look at this beautiful
Try not to buy merch challenge.
merch.
This is my merch.
Look at that beautiful.
Zummer, Zero Graph,
You see that?
YKTV.
Wish you had it, right?
You know the vibes.
Well, if you donate to
Tú
us,
sabes las
if you donate
vibras.
to us, then we'll give you it.
Can you
for-
say you know the vibes?
Tú sabes.
You could say it in English.
You know the vibes.
Tú sabes las vibras.
Tú sabes las vibras. Vibras.
Vibras.
Vibras.
Vibras.
Vibras.
Vibes. Vibe. All they wanna hear is vibes. That's right. Sneak peek. That's a track that ain't even out yet. It will be out. You haven't even heard that track yet.
You told them before me.
Well, I told you at the same time. Actually, I told you first because this isn't live. This isn't actually live. Did you know that?
Wait, what?
It's not live.
Ew. Make
Yeah.
it live. Everybody watching this.
Well, it's gonna be on YouTube, but it's not live.
No! I don't want to like your video. Just because I liked it doesn't mean I have to
No,
like it.
I don't want to like your video now. I don't want to like your video now. I don't want to like your video now. I don't want to like your video now.
If you buy a subscription.
I don't want to like your video now. I don't want to like your video now. I don't want to like your video now.
Oh,
That's irritating, huh?
it hurt. Somebody just
All
donated
they
money.
want to hear is vibes.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
All they want is vibes. New music on the way.
Hey.
YKTV.
I'm gonna drink some coffee.
TSLV.
Whoa, I'm so pretty.
TSLV.
I mean, not like I don't know that.
She says she's pretty. Tú sabes las vibras. You got anything? So,
There's this video. It's like, if you think you're ugly, then stop thinking about it.
I mean, you are, but just stop thinking about it.
I put it like right in your face.
No. Why would you
That
say
is
that
true.
anyway?
That's like that movie Liar Liar. He says like,
Oh,
what is the kid says? My mommy says beauty's on the inside, and then Jim Carrey's character says that's just something ugly people say. That's a classic quote, though. Honestly, it's hilarious. I know it's mean, but it is hilarious. You got to give it that.
no, that's so funny.
It's probably there's a little truth. There's a little truth. It's probably a phrase that ugly people made up. You know.
But like, what that really means.
But honestly, you know what though? Honestly, I stopped believing in like pretty and ugly because I realize everybody has different taste. So somebody could be beautiful to you and ugly to someone else, and there's no way to prove it either way. It's just preference. Wow, we look alike.
Huh?
That's when I see like us together on the screen. Look at us. Speaking of pretty,
Pretty tough.
that was fun, right? But yeah, actually that's probably annoying. But anyway,
No, I can't be annoying.
you want to show off your fly kicks? People haven't seen your shoes. Those are cool.
Hey,
Hey, hey,
let's
hey,
get
hey,
some
hey, hey.
fly kicks.
No, don't kick the computer. You're gonna ruin the show. See the fly kicks. Look at these. Look at these. Look at this drip.
See that?
Yeah, I got the same old shoes that I've been having. I won't show the logo. I'm gonna ease it on in there.
Ew.
Plain.
Buy my shoes. See that?
It's a brand that rhymes
Not
with.
shoes.
It's a brand that rhymes with likely.
It's
Hint, hint.
likely.
No, I don't even think I don't think I can even get in trouble for the brands,
It's
but
likely,
I'm just being
likely.
careful just in case. I need all the feria.
Why does the jacket look like a green screen?
You know a way to say money in Spanish?
Dinero.
Feria. Feria. F-E-R-I-A. Feria.
I say dinero.
Dinero. Dólares. That's a couple ways. Hey. She likes to learn Spanish, so sometimes I'll break her off some Spanish. Give her a little Spanish.
Yes. That's all you people that didn't donate yet.
Yeah,
This is why you
donate.
should donate.
Let's run those racks.
Donate to have Spanish lessons.
Yeah.
For
So
free.
we can have dólares. Dólares. Dinero.
Dinero.
Dólares.
Dinero.
Feria.
Hola, soy Nora.
Necesitamos feria. All right. Well, yeah. How would you compare? So this is another cat-themed movie. How would you compare The Amazing Maurice to Puss in Boots?
What?
Which one you like
which one
more?
is better?
Yeah.
I think I like Puss in Boots better.
Puss in Boots is definitely better, I think. Well, one thing is it's funnier. I think that's what this movie was missing. It wasn't very funny.
Yeah.
It's a little too serious. It's cool, but like it's a kids movie.
It reminded
you know?
me of like school because it's telling me about the plot. It's like this story takes place.
This story,
It,
it's a story
finds
unlike
the
another
keyword,
story.
that's-
Find the keyword.
Don't copy me.
Don't copy me.
Stop!
Find the keyword. The keyword of this story is. Yeah, it was kind of. I get what you mean. It was kind of like that.
Oh!
So was that like a bad thing for you?
Yeah.
Puss in Boots had a better story for sure. This story was pretty basic overall. Not that it was bad. Please don't. Please, no.
Oh.
It's not gonna sound good. What'd you do? Did you break it?
No.
This is one of her gifts. Oh, what'd you get? What were your gifts? You didn't tell the people.
Oh.
This is one of the gifts right here.
It's
the
a
one
butterfly.
she broke.
Don't break it!
No,
I didn't break it. No, it's supposed to tie it on. I will burp in your camera.
See that? It's a butterfly necklace. My butterfly necklace. It's not mine. It's not mine. I'll set it down for now.
Look, my jacket looks like a green screen. Do you guys see that?
Jacket.
Look at the green screen jacket.
How does it look like a green screen? Is it just the camera quality, maybe?
The line. Like the little line. Do you see that?
Like a green screen would be
The line.
Green.
You see that? But some people use blue. Like on Wednesday when they edited Thing, they used like this guy and he's wearing an all blue mask.
They edit him out.
But I think green screen sounds better because like it
Green
rhymes.
screen.
Come on.
I know you can use other colors. It doesn't have to be green, but typically you said it looks like a green screen and it's like it's orange. It's orange. It's an orange screen.
I know, but like look at the line on this. Like the
I see
line.
what you're saying.
Don't touch me. This is limited edition Jasmine jacket. Hey.
Limited edition Jasmine jacket. Well, anyway, you didn't say what you got for your birthday. You've been getting distracted.
Oh no.
I was trying to give you the floor, my dear.
Alright. Sorry.
So what'd you get for your birthday?
What's a birthday?
Alright. Anyway. Now what'd you get? What gifts did you get? What did you like?
Alright,
What
so
stood
I
out?
got a lot of gifts from you.
Yeah.
So I got like this.
I'm not trying to brag or anything. I was just like,
Yeah, I mean-
it's fun. It's just fun.
You're trying to brag.
No, I'm really not. Oh,
You're trying to brag.
I'm really not. I just like,
You're trying to brag.
I wanted you to share so we can remember this. Because we're not going to remember like years later what you got for this birthday, you know?
Huh?
Years later,
We're
we're
gonna
not
have
going to
memory
remember.
loss?
Well, no, but you're not going to, I guess, we're not going to like remember what you got for each birthday, you know? I don't know. That's all I was saying. Like, you're not going to be like, oh, yeah, I remember exactly what I got on my 10th birthday.
Alright, so on my 10th birthday, I got a $50 Robux gift card just like how I got on my 9th.
Did you get a $50 one for your 9th?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. So that was one of the things, right?
Yeah.
Butterfly
and then
necklace, like
I got this like purple pterodactyl thing, and it's so soft.
It's so soft.
And then I got like this is like a squishmallow, and is drinking boba. And then I got like this it was like a Barbie that is dressed up in like a pink tiger costume. Then you could open the blind bags with different surprises in it, and then you could take the costume off, and she had like brunette hair with.
There's a tiger. It's almost like a mascot, right?
Yeah.
She had a tiger costume.
Well, speaking of mascot, like, you know, usually there's, like, a mascot for, like, sports.
Yeah.
So we have one for the school, and it's a bulldog, but they changed the logo. It used to be, like, this super big bulldog, and it was, like, running, and it looked like mad. It was, like, attacking you, like that. And now it's this bulldog with a head that's 3 times the size of its body, with its tongue sticking out, with drool over its face. It's like, it looks so ugly.
That's a big. Why would they do that?
I don't know. Ever since the new principal got here, like I love her. She's a really good principal, but like, why did they change it?
Why would they change it? You like this principal better?
I mean, no, they're both good.
The old principal sucked! I'm just kidding. I don't
They
know.
still.
I have no idea.
They're watching this.
They're not gonna.
What if they're watching
I'm just
it?
kidding. I
What if
don't
they're
know. I don't
watching
think I
it?
ever.
What if blah, 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 just
I'm just kidding.
dum. Yes. Scooby-Doo.
Anyway, what else did you get for your birthday? I didn't get the Robux gift card, by the way. I won't take credit. And Lolo got you the necklace. Ben gave you the Boba Dog plushie. And Grandpa gave you a Dodgers shirt. Right? What else did you get, though? What else did you get?
Oh, are we still talking?
Yes,
Oh,
it's still
okay.
going.
So you said a lot, so I'm not gonna say that. I got
The pterodactyl, right?
the pterodactyl. I already said that.
Right. But I was saying, I was
You
trying to
already
like keep
said
track
that.
of what else it is. We're probably going to end this pretty soon.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah.
Uh,
I think you're getting distracted by having a camera there. But yeah, if there's nothing else you want to share, we could just stop this segment now.
okay.
Did you want to share the other gifts, or are you okay?
Whoa. Okay. I'll show the other gifts.
What's the other gifts? Are you okay? She's just hyperactive. She drank like, it was a decaf coffee, but it was still a coffee, so it still had sugar in it. Yeah, and like now her eyes are like popping out of her head. But anyway, anything else you want to share? You can come back on the outro if you want.
I got, so we're supposed to be going shopping, so I didn't really get a lot for my birthday.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I thought you went shopping for your birthday.
No, because it snowed out because Babby was crying.
Oh. At least you got some stuff.
No.
I thought you got some. I thought you got like... Oh, no.
Oh yeah, I got the Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
Ben & Jerry's
And
ice cream.
I'm not gonna show the story.
She may or may not have gotten Ben & Jerry's because that might be copyright. No, I'm just kidding. She did get Ben & Jerry's. I'm just playing.
Yeah, I ate like a few scoops. Like, so this is like how big it is.
I think it's a...
This is how tall it is.
I forgot the measurement that it is. But
And
yeah.
then you take a scoop. I like to make it super even. But then sometimes there's like that cookie dough piece, and then you have to keep eating it. So
Cookie dough.
there's like cookie dough on every single layer, so eventually you just end up eating it all, and then you're like, oh wait, where did it go?
Where did it go? Where did it go? Yeah, so it was a good birthday. I'm glad you had fun.
Oh, speaking of shaking heads, you know, like sometimes, like I'll be staring at something that's close to like one of the boys in my class, and then this is mostly the guy who karate chopped my arm. But I'll be like staring at something, and then I'll look at him because he's looking at me, and I'll just be like,
So,
stop being cool, because you're not, okay? I don't care if you're watching this, you're not cool. I will not like you ever.
well, don't be that harsh. You never know. You might end up being friends. But,
No.
I mean, he
No.
sounds... Actually,
No.
I'm
He's a
actually
jerk.
not a fan
He's
of
a jerk.
him chopping you like that. I think if I were to... I never heard a girl like that. If I were to do that, I would have got suspended. So, I don't know why it was just like, oh, yeah, it's all good. That's kind of weird. But, yeah. I don't know. Kind of weird to me.
Yeah, one time he messed up dodgeball for the whole entire third grade for half of the school year because he threw it. He plays baseball, so I don't know why he throws it like a football. But he like threw he like waits until somebody goes like right in front of him, and then he like throws it as hard as he can.
Why does he do that?
Because I don't know, he's acting like he's tough. He's like,
So he just kind of makes trouble, huh?
Yeah, and then he like hit AB, or well, her name is Ariana and her last name is B, but there's 2 Arianas in our class, so we just call her AB.
AB. That's one of your friends, right? Like
yeah, so he hit AB in the eye, and then it was like sore, and she couldn't like see out of it for a few seconds. I don't know, that's what she told me. But yeah, he didn't even get in trouble.
Well, if you're playing a game, he's probably not going to get in trouble for that if it's dodgeball.
Yeah, but like...
But they do tell
PE
you
coach,
you're usually not supposed to hit people in the head.
Yeah, and the game just kept going. Like the PE coach, he was right there, and the game just kept going. Like if like the game, he blows like the whistle if somebody gets hit in the head, but that didn't happen.
That's annoying, huh? Yeah, that's, I don't know. I've never like chopped a girl like that, like to try to hurt her. That's kind of wild.
Now the girls chop the guys.
Really kind of funny. But yeah, well, I just wanted you to share your birthday. Do you have anything else you want to tell them before I'm going to go to like sports and Book of Grav?
I'm
and
having
then
a slumber
outro?
Party next weekend. I will not tell you my address because I don't.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't do that. Yeah, don't tell me.
It is.
But that's fun. So you're doing it next weekend?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It was supposed to be this weekend, but I know like it snowed and stuff, so you guys didn't want to have people out on the road unnecessarily, right? Well, thank you for coming on with me. I'll call you back for the outro if you want to say bye to the people. All right, I'm going to continue on. You probably see her in the background, but yeah, for now, there you go.
Oh no! Is it still going?
It's still going.
Oh, sorry, I'm drinking coffee. I thought it ended.
No, you're fine. It's still going though. Okay. Anyway, KZRO Sports. It's KZRO Sports. You know the vibes by now. It's KZRO Sports, baby. Yeah, so the biggest news, who cares about the Super Bowl? Because, you know, the Eagles got gifted a path in. Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm playing around. Eagles were one of the best teams all year. They did catch a break with Brock Purdy getting hurt, though, in the game. It's funny because you'll see Eagles fans like, it wouldn't have made a difference. Like, of course it would make a difference. You can talk if you want to, but I just didn't know if you'd really know sports. Or you're doing like those videos. I did one of those on TikTok where I was like, just like responding. Like, there's a video of this guy making fun of people doing that, and then you saw it, huh? It was silly. Anyway, yeah, the Eagles and the Chiefs. It seems like, I mean, you know, obviously when I was younger, I'm not going to recognize the patterns if I've only really been conscious for a couple Super Bowls, you know, but now that I've seen quite a few Super Bowls, it seems like every year what happens is the team gets hot, they run into some teams that have some injuries, you know, and like basically the team that stays the healthiest a lot of times wins. And the Eagles, I mean, they're pretty healthy. You know, Hurts obviously wasn't at 100% recently, but he wasn't at like 0%. He wasn't at like 50%, so he didn't have to do that much in that game. I think he only had like 125 passing yards or something like that. Somewhere in that neighborhood, like, you know. So it's kind of funny, like people said, oh, the Eagles smashed the Niners. It's like, okay, the Niners, they were down to their third string quarterback. He got knocked out the game. Then the fourth string guy got knocked out the game. Then they brought in Christian McCaffrey to make some throws. You know, they had to go to their fifth string. They had to go to the running back, the emergency quarterback. That's what they had to go to. Then they went back to Brock Purdy, who was still injured, still couldn't really throw. No team in history has ever won that way, especially against like a playoff team in a playoff game. So it's kind of silly, you know. It's like whatever. There's nothing you can really do. That's just the reality of it. But I thought it was kind of silly that people were really like, "Oh, the Eagles smashed the Niners." It's like, come on, bro. Yeah, they won the game, but they should have won that game. Like, they were playing against, the four-string quarterback for a lot of the game until they knocked him out of the game, too. It's like, I'm not trying to take anything away from them because they're a good team, but that's just, it's the way it goes some years. I think on an even playing field, the Niners definitely could have won that game. But if your quarterback gets knocked out after he got knocked out in the second series, he only threw 3 passes and then got knocked out the game. So there's no way to know how that would have gone. And honestly, considering they couldn't even throw for most of the game, like they did all right. Considering that, it was 31-7. So the defense, of course, was tired. So, of course, they're going to give up some points. But that wasn't an unwinnable game, But anyway, it's Eagles and Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Probably the prediction that a lot of people concluded like halfway through the season, those are going to be the teams. It seems like the Eagles have more momentum. You can't count out Patrick Mahomes, but it feels like the Eagles are in better shape. Obviously, Mahomes is injured, and if the Eagles are able to get to the quarterback like that, if that was a real thing, Mahomes could be in some trouble in that game, especially if he's not at 100%. He's hobbling around. So we'll see. It's an interesting Super Bowl. And one thing is, like, when your team's out of the Super Bowl, it's kind of nice to not have the stress. Because if you're just basically watching two teams that you don't really care that much about, you don't get as invested. So it's like, oh, it's all good. Like, either way, it's like, I'll just watch the game. When it's your team, it's different. It's like, this is hard. This is stressful. I want them to win. This one, I don't really have a dog in the fight. I think I'm rooting for the Eagles more, but it's not like I dislike Patrick Mahomes or anything, Actually, the older I get too, I dislike less things and less people. That's just how it is. It's kind of funny. Like, I think it goes the opposite way for other people. For me, I'm like, I get where they're coming from. I mean, they're just playing a game they love. Why would I dislike this guy, I can't even think of a player that I dislike in like the NFL. I don't really root against anyone. For a while, I kind of rooted against Brady and the Patriots. That was mostly because I had an annoying ex kind of girlfriend that I dated. Like, I didn't date her long. We only dated like a month or something. And I wouldn't count that personally, but she was annoying, and she just was a bandwagon Patriots fan, and there were a lot of bandwagon Patriots fans, so I'd root against that. Then when they were saying he was better than Joe Montana after 3 Super Bowls, and like all 3 of those were kind of controversial, I was like, nah, F that, And then I didn't curse. I said F that.
That's abbreviation.
All right. Anyways, F that. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I won't curse. I won't even allude to cursing. But yeah, so I kind of would root against them. Just the whole, I'm just that type of person where, like, if there's a bandwagon, I like root against that bandwagon a lot of times. People get too annoying with it, I'll root against it. So that's basically where I was at with the Patriots, and Tom Brady, because he was on the Patriots. And just the whole thing, it always gets annoying to me. I'm annoyed now because Dan Orlovsky made like a list of the top 5 quarterbacks of all time, and he had Patrick Mahomes at number 2, and he didn't have Joe Montana in the top 5, and I think that's just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. As good as Patrick Mahomes is, come on, man. Come on now. For real. Patrick Mahomes has 1 Super Bowl. He lost the other one. Joe Montana never lost a Super Bowl. I'm not even saying that Mahomes can't be better, but let's be realistic, man. Let's be realistic. Joe Montana, 11 touchdowns, no interceptions in his Super Bowls, through the air, 2 more on the ground. So he accounted for 13 touchdowns in his Super Bowls, which he went undefeated in the Super Bowl. Actually got robbed a couple of times in NFC and AFC championships when he played on the Chiefs. So, I mean, there's definitely like a game against the Giants where that happened. And I think there was one against the Redskins too. Both of those games, controversial calls, where it's like they could have made it to the Super Bowl, probably would have won the Super Bowl because they won all the others. No reason to think that they wouldn't have won those, So it's just one of those things. So what if Joe had 6 and Brady had 7? Then it's closer, right? When Brady had 5 and Joe had 4, I was still like, I don't know, man. Like, it took Brady like 6 Super Bowls to throw as many touchdown passes as it took Montana to have in 4, So it was like, and Brady had picks. So it was like, well, still an argument for Joe there. But at this point, if you don't say it's Brady, I think you're just being a hater. I hear people bringing up Otto Graham. I don't know, man. No one was alive for that. No one was alive for that now, Otto Graham. I'm sure he was great, but here's the thing. They didn't pass in it. So it's just different eras. It's always hard to compare eras. And shout out to Scotty Griffin, because he's actually the one that got me thinking, like, more about that. It's like, you can't really compare eras for one. They protect the quarterback so much more now. So, of course, all their stats are going to be inflated. That's why when I look at Patrick Mahomes, I'm like, it's so much more protected now, man. Like, compared to Montana's time, compared to Bradshaw, them having to strap him to a door on a flight to keep his back straight after he got a back injury, like stuff like that, where it's like, yeah, they protect the quarterbacks now. And honestly, I'm not even really against that. I think they probably should have done that before, because when I think about it, you're totally vulnerable as a quarterback. Like, people are just rushing at you with their full body weight. And, like, a lot of times when they hit you, you don't see it coming. That's how they hit you, So you're just getting blindsided, driven into the ground. Like, yeah, we probably should protect them. I used to think it was annoying, like, the rules. But when I think about it, I'm like, that's all well and good. Like, you should protect them. But at the same time, it's like if they're in the grasp, it should count as a sack or something. You shouldn't just get to throw it away when someone has their hands on you. That's just how I feel. It's like, it shouldn't be like that. You got to get rid of it before they touch you. Because if you're going to make it more of a penalty to actually touch the quarterbacks now, then you got to throw the defense a bone too. Because that's not fair. It's like, yeah, I got all the way to him and he threw it away. And, like, it counts as like it doesn't count as intentional grounding. Even though everyone knows he's just throwing it away. It's not a bad play, but at the same time, it's like, where I draw the line is like, if they're on you, if they, like, clearly could have tackled you, but they're being safe about it to not get in trouble, then I think that you got to just count that as a sack. It's so much harder to get a sack now because of stuff like that, which, I mean, you shouldn't just, we should try to prevent quarterbacks from being driven into the ground like 12 times a game. It's not good, they're going to get hurt. But at the same time, it's like, you got to make it fair for the defense too. They're just doing their job, so. Maybe the solution is no pads. That's what I always hear, like old school football, no pads. Yeah, that's what we got to do. Maybe that's how we bring it back to that. But yeah, and then that's pretty much it for NFL. I feel like the Eagles are going to win, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Chiefs won. I mean, and you never know with the refs, because I think the refs kind of handed the Chiefs the Super Bowl they won against the Niners, man. They just, like, stopped calling pass interference. And Patrick Mahomes actually played pretty badly in that game overall. He had a good fourth quarter, and that was it. But it was suspicious that, like, all of a sudden they're getting away with all this offensive pass interference in that fourth quarter. I was like, that's interesting. And the NFL, I mean, he's like one of the biggest stars in the league now, so they knew what they were doing. It's all marketing. I mean, some people say that it's scripted. It could be scripted. If football really is scripted, then if they ever, like, definitively reveal that, I'm done. That's whack. I'm not gonna watch the NFL if it's scripted. Like, that's so whack. And I wouldn't be shocked, because think about it. You got to think. They want certain outcomes to happen. Certain outcomes are more lucrative. They set it up to get the most money out of it. You know what I mean? So, like the Rams winning in LA. Sus. While they're still trying to establish a fan base, for those outside of LA who may not know, the Rams aren't really that popular in LA. Like, they're getting better, but the Raiders are still more popular than the Rams in LA. The Niners are more popular than the Rams in LA. You see that when they play the Niners in LA and the stadium gets overrun, So it's like, they're not that popular in LA, bro. And they probably should have just moved the Raiders there. Honestly. They should have moved somebody else to Vegas. They moved the Raiders to Vegas. It's like, I mean, I guess it makes sense in a way. I just don't like it. I feel bad for the Bay. And if it had to go anywhere else, I'd rather have it be LA than the Bay. I feel bad for Oakland, man. They lost the Warriors. They lost the Raiders. They might lose the A's. Like, Oakland's a cool city. I got respect for Oakland. One of my favorite poets, shout out to Swerve. He lives in Oakland. I've had him on here before. And I just feel like Oakland's just getting gentrified, losing their teams. It's not cool, man. Like, Oakland is a historic city, and they got to preserve some of that history. It sucks, man. It sucks to see. Niners ain't even in San Francisco anymore. They're in Santa Clara. That's where they play. That's far from San Francisco. That ain't even that close to San Francisco, really. It would have been. I would prefer if they were still in San Francisco. What can you do, man? It's just like a sign of the times, I guess. Things just get more and more gentrified over time. The Warriors are in San Francisco now. Eventually, probably be the Santa Clara Warriors or something. You never know. It could happen. I think they spend a lot of money on that stadium. They're probably going to stay in San Francisco for a while. But I'm just making the point that it's like, it's kind of funny that once the Warriors got good, oh, the Warriors are good now? They're relevant? Let's move them up out of Oakland. Let's move them to San Francisco. Let's do that because there's more money there. Let's do that. Yeah, let's just get that big tech money. You know, because the big tech people are scared to go to Oakland. Anyway. But yeah. But another subject that bears attention? That doesn't make sense. I was going to say bears repeating. It's the Lakers. It is bear repeating because I mentioned it earlier. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, brain. The Lakers. They may get Kyrie. We shall see. I think Kyrie wants to come to the Lakers. I don't know if the Nets are going to be willing to help the Lakers with that, but if the Lakers are going to have to give them the best offer that anyone can give them. So the Lakers got to do it. If they can. If you're the Nets, I don't know why you'd get rid of Kyrie unless you just would rather get something for him than get nothing for him. I think that's kind of where they're at. He's threatening to walk away. He wants to be traded. That's what he says. Maybe they think they can keep him. I'm not so sure. I think that the Kyrie Durant experiment is probably nearing an end there. And it's weird because they're actually playing well now. They actually just beat the Lakers, but I feel like it feels like he could end up there. It's felt like that for a while. They've talked about it for like the last year or so. Kyrie ended up on the Lakers. Honestly, I wouldn't mind it. I think he fits well. I mean, he doesn't bring any defense, so that's the part that's not ideal. He meshes better with LeBron than Westbrook does. And my boy Russ, man, he has caught so much hate. Just hate all year. And it's like, they'll be like, the funny thing is turnovers. So it's like, oh, Russ has like third most turnovers this year or whatever. And it's like, the top players always have a lot of turnovers. You know who has the most turnovers of all time? LeBron James. Is LeBron trash now? Because he has turnovers? It's like, if you handle the ball more than anyone else, you're going to have more turnovers. Magic Johnson had a lot of turnovers. Kobe had a lot of turnovers. Like, all the good players have a lot of turnovers. That's just what happens. It's like, if you got the ball in your hands more than everyone else, you're going to give it up sometimes. It's just reality. So I think that's kind of silly. Then they talk about his shooting. That's the main thing that people get on is his shooting. That's the one like weakness that he has. And if he was a good shooter, he probably would be held in much higher regard. Yeah, I get it. Shooting, probably it's the most important skill in basketball. So if you're not that good at shooting, it's a glaring flaw, you know. But they act like he's horrible. He's not horrible. He's just not very good. Like he's great at like almost everything else other than turnovers and shooting. But that's what they harp on. He's a great rebounder. He's great at passing the ball. You know, he's great at pace. You know, he's not a terrible defender. He's actually a good defender when he wants to be or when he's like inspired, motivated. I would say overall he's an okay defender. You know, he can be very good. There's times where he's bad or like he's not putting in the necessary effort. But I mean, LeBron's the same thing. It's like LeBron doesn't always put in much effort on the defensive end. And that's the one argument that I think Jordan will always have over LeBron. I don't think he's going to suddenly turn into an amazing defender in the last few years of his career. He has moments like people remember the chase down blocks and all that. That's cool. You know, Jordan won Defensive Player of the Year, and he was all defense hella times. And Jordan, just a better defender. It's a whole other side of the ball that people forget about. So as good as LeBron is, you know, he's going to pass Kareem for most points. As good as he is, that's one thing that Jordan will always have. He was a better scorer and a better defender. LeBron's a better passer, better rebounder, but then again, he's taller, so it's like, should be a better rebounder, right? And Jordan was a good passer too. LeBron's a better passer, but, you know, it's not like Jordan's a bad passer or a bad rebounder. Jordan's a better defender, better scorer. You know, shooting-wise, Jordan was a much better mid-range shooter than LeBron is. So that's always going to be something he has too. LeBron is not a good mid-range shooter. Yeah, I know people say he's better at threes. I think that's just because threes are more relevant, so they're more practiced now. Jordan didn't practice threes like that in his time. Not a great three shooter, not a terrible three shooter. But, you know, that's the one thing where it's like, yeah, he could have been a better three shooter. But I think it's just because it wasn't as relevant. People didn't use threes like that at that time. People weren't averaging a bunch of threes. And that's actually, LeBron has shot, I believe, last time I looked, it was actually 2,222 threes. So there's some numerology for you. That's how many he's made, right? So when he breaks Kareem's scoring record, it's important to remember that Kareem didn't shoot threes. He had one made three in his career, and he didn't shoot threes. Like, a lot of them were the half-court heaves. They'd give it to him because he's strong, obviously, you know, and nobody really makes those. The full-court, half-court heaves, like, it's rare. You know, Curry might hit one of every 5 or something, but most people don't hit them like that. So, yeah, like, Kareem didn't shoot threes. So all those points he scored were not helped by threes. LeBron also shoots more free throws than Kareem did. As much as, like, people say LeBron doesn't get the foul calls, he got more than Kareem. You know, I think he averages almost 2 more free throws shot per game. So that's another contributing factor. That's an extra 2 points on average, right? Roughly. So that's like an extra. And I don't know. I haven't seen how many more free throws he shot, but you got to think it's probably a lot more. Let's see. I think Kareem was about 6 a game. Let's see. Kareem was about 6. I'm going to do some quick math. So if Kareem shot 6 a game, he played 82 for like 20 years. 20 years. So Kareem shot a little under 10,000. So LeBron shoots 7.8 a game. Let's see. Times 82. 20. So LeBron shot 12,000. So LeBron shot like an extra 4,000 free throws. You know, it's a lot of points, man. So a couple thousand of his points are threes and extra free throws that he got. Because you know Kareem was getting fouled all the time. You know Kareem, especially, he plays in the paint, man. Like, you know he was getting fouled all the time. But they don't call the fouls on the big guys like that. So if LeBron is getting, you know, all those extra 1,000 that he got, and then you factor in the fact that LeBron didn't play in college, he just got to go straight to the league. So there's those extra years that he's going to have that Kareem didn't get, you know. So at the end of the day, it's important to consider all that when you think about the scoring record. Yeah, he is going to break the scoring record. He's had some help in doing that, you know. And you also consider the fact that they don't let people play defense like they used to. Like, they used to just let people beat each other up, and Kareem was scoring in the midst of that. Kareem was scoring when they're just letting people, like, whoop each other on the court. Kareem was putting up those numbers. LeBron, I mean, I know he doesn't get the foul calls that, like, Harden gets and stuff like that, but he gets more than Kareem did. And, like, you're not allowed to foul people as hard now as you used to be able to. Remember they start, like, the Pistons, how they were fouling Jordan? They don't do that to LeBron. They've never done that to LeBron. So it's just different, man. I mean, obviously, like, I have respect for both players. They're both great. I just think, like, when this happens, then everyone is going to say, like, oh, look, LeBron was the best scorer ever. And it's like, it's just different times, man. Because they wouldn't let you go straight to the league during Kareem's time, or he probably would have gone straight to the league. Probably wouldn't have played in high school, or in college, I mean. So maybe then his numbers would be different, you know? If he got those extra 4,000 free throws that LeBron got, almost 5,000 extra free throws LeBron got, be different, man. So it's just something to think about. I think it's something that we lose in translation sometimes, but I think that'll do it for your sports this time. Stay tuned. Dun, 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 dun. And now, let us read from the Book of Grav. This is supposed to be our Jordan year. I hope there's more in store than fear. This is supposed to be our Jordan year. I hope there's more in store than fear. Now my brother's facing the unthinkable. Thought his relationship was unsinkable. I know that feeling is devastating. Almost 10 years spent levitating. I thought their bond was unbreakable. That mental pain feels like it takes the skull. He gave his all in the end. No regrets. A lot of men could learn from him and grow a set. It ain't easy. Maybe he was codependent. For fear of watching love go in instants, he treated her like a lady, truly. Seeing it break down is crazy to me. That was something I aspired to. Even being older, I admired you. A lot of times it seems dead, but try, little bro. I hope you hold your head up high. This is supposed to be our Jordan year. I hope there's more in store than fear. This is supposed to be our Jordan year. I hope there's more in store in here. That was the Book of Grav. You want to join me for the outro, Lil Missy?
Started to cry, but then remembered I have superpowers.
Oh, did that song make you cry?
No.
Thank you for watching, listening, however you have
It's been
received
an hour and 30 minutes.
this broadcast. Legends. I appreciate it. I appreciate you tuning in. The proceeds will eventually go to Jasmine down the line.
I go drink more coffee.
But you want to say bye to the people?
Oh, there's people.
Yeah.
Bye.
They'll see you. They'll hear you. Hi, people. We appreciate you listening. It's been fun. It's been a good episode overall. Texas. On the road.
I have a dad joke.
On the road again.
What do you call two boys who like math?
What's that?
Algebros.
Algebros. That's pretty funny, actually. That's silly. All right. Well, that's it for us.
Oh wait, no, we're gonna get copyright. Sorry.
No, you're fine. All right. Much peace, much love. I'll be back
peace.
next week. Jesse will be back at some point.
Much peace.
Much peace.
Yeah.
Much wow.